Okay, so this is another little video that I made for something I'm experiencing in Sonar X2. What I've got is a little sample project here with an instance of Dimension Pro running, and I've got some automation that I drew in manually. And for the cutoff, I've assigned it to cutoff 03 for the third voice in the synth engine. And what I'd actually like to do is to be able to insert a lane, assign that to cutoff 02, and then come up to cutoff 03, highlight that lane, hit Control-C to copy it, come down to cutoff 02, and then hit Control-V to paste it onto that automation lane. But as you can see, it didn't do that. What it did is it pasted it back onto cutoff 03. So I'm going to go ahead and undo that. But I do have a little bit of a workaround. So if I actually highlight the automation for cutoff 03, right click it, assign the envelope to cutoff 02, click OK. It's a couple of steps, so you actually have to come down here, and this is another little bug, is once I've assigned that to cutoff 02, the little drop down menu still says cutoff 03, but when you come to the scroll list to pick it up, it's really indicating that cutoff 02 is the assigned envelope. So that's a little bit confusing right there. So what you can do is you can collapse your automation lanes and then reopen them, and well, yeah, it still says cutoff 03. Let's see. So I'm gonna remove that one, remove cutoff 02, and let's go ahead and add an automation lane. Now it's showing cutoff 02 correctly, which is kind of funny. But anyway, so I copied the original automation. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a new automation lane. And I'm going to assign that to cutoff 03, which was my original cutoff. And then highlight and paste that automation, and it'll paste in. Of course, it didn't actually do it where I wanted it to because it copied from the beginning of the lane. So I'm going to go ahead and undo that, go back to the beginning, and then paste. And then if I scroll over, I've got my automation. So that's a little bit of a workaround that you can do for that. It's kind of weird though, they're the same color, there's not really that much of a difference. You collapse lanes and then reopen them, still the color stays the same. So it's kind of a combination of a feature request and a bug, because when you change the assignment of an envelope by using the drop-down selector on the actual envelope, it won't change what envelope is being represented over on the left hand side here. So that can get a little bit confusing. But you can copy and paste envelopes once you do the reassign, which is, you know, it's just kind of an extra step that you have to take to get there, but it is workable.